My name is Maria Desjarlais, and to my people, I'm they call me Dasa Taka. And in Arikara, I'm Native American, and I come from two tribes, Arikara and from Fort Bertha Reservation in North Dakota. That's where I was raised, and also the Ojibwe Nation from Red Lake, Minnesota. And I'm a master teacher here at Jerry Hoffman School in Carpentersville, and I teach preschool. And I started this journey on writing my book about this summer. Um, what inspired me mainly is because it's been a year now that I've been fighting stage 3 thyroid cancer, and it has spread to my lungs. And I'm so used to being very active, and these 4-year olds, they wouldn't let me sit down even if I wanted to. And I was really upset and kind of down about, my health declining. And I started to think, like, why would this happen to me? And I did a lot of prayer, and I was asking my ancestors, there must be a reason for this. And it came to me, just some of the stories that I have told just my friends and things like that, and my coworkers, they laugh a lot. And it just so happens, my family is a very colorful bunch. And there's so many times where, since I come from North Dakota, I take for granted that, everybody's very familiar with Native Americans and how to be sensitive to our culture. And, since I moved here for college, and that felt like it was almost my job to raise awareness or speak on the Indigenous side of things, especially with, Thanksgiving uh, and having my own children. I've had to write lots of emails about being culturally sensitive if they don't realize that my child is Native American. Like, as an educator, it's my responsibility to raise awareness, and how else other than to start in my home, but in my own classroom. So starting with my home, we do celebrate Turkey Day, or like we give thanks. So we still have turkey and all of that, but we don't talk about the pilgrim stuff like as a celebration. We talk about that's a history. It wasn't a nice part of it, but we look at it as, you know what, we still survived. Even though there were people who wanted to get rid of all of us, we were still strong and we were resilient, and we're still here, and and we do give thanks for what we have. And a lot, and it goes back to my book, about poverty and in my story, because I did grow up in extreme poverty because I grew up on the reservation. I did suffer from a lot of racism and things like that, and I just wanted, you know, other children, especially like a lot with what's going on today with all the Black Lives Matters and all this horrible racism that is like erupting, and my children are seeing this, like, and my 4-year-old is asking what is going on, because I had donated over 500 masks. Me and my mother, we got together and with another lady from the area, and we donated 500 masks to the Navajo Nation in Arizona, because they were affected the most out of all of our tribes. And it was so hard they had nothing. Those people in the reservations there, a lot of their elders don't even have electricity and running water. So this is how poor they are. And I don't have any money. And I mean, like that, I'm a teacher, you know what I mean? We are always scraping by. But, what little we had, we brought our money together, and we got the material, and we made masks, and we sent 500 of them. And it's sad to see your own people suffer. And that was the only thing I could do. So, I could sleep with a good conscience that at least I tried to do something. A lot of teachers, especially my coworker, she borrowed my sewing machine because she was going to make masks for her students. And because that was at the time when it was really, you know, when we first shut down and it was hard to even find masks, you know. And it's just, I think teachers don't get recognized enough, like what we do. Like there's
Mm,
sometimes children in my classroom who don't even have extra clothes and they have accidents.
mm,
So I keep calling the parents, they don't have clothes. So guess who's going out to Walmart and buying extra clothes for our classroom? It's us, it's the teachers.